On this episode of Reidus and Cletus Spare Parts, we're talking about the Corvette, why its season is over, and a little bit about what we've been up to and what's going up in the future. The first big thing is that this thing, I have been driving as my only car since June. My Suburban, my 99 Suburban, has been in a garage. I haven't touched it. This has been my only car all summer until very recently. I drove it everywhere. I drove it like all the time. I put on thousands and thousands of miles on it. It was awesome. As a daily vehicle, it's a bit extreme. It's a bit noisy. It used a lot of gas, but it got me everywhere I needed to go. Until I went on the Haggerty Maple Melee. This is a 1,000-kilometer, just like classic car rally tour thing, not a race. Alex and I did it last year in his Datsun, and it was a lot of fun. We have a whole episode about that. I believe it's episode 7 is the Maple Melee. Anyways, I did it in my personal car. We didn't shoot it for Reidus and Cletus. I just did it as a little vacation thing. And the car did great. I drove the hell out of it, except when I got back, the car was not happy with me. I have been driving it really hard, and the rear end is making some really bad noises now. It's coming from the right rear, and it's got this horrible, like, squeaking metal on metal thing going on, and it gets louder the longer you drive it. So I think it's something back there is heating up and bad. So that has caused me to park it, and I really haven't driven it since. It's been sitting here for almost a month, I'd say. Anyways, so we're gonna dig into that a little bit. I suspect it's the right rear wheel bearing. However, Corvettes have an extremely complex and weird rear suspension setup, so I don't know exactly what in there has failed, but something is really not happy. It drives fine otherwise and has been a great summer car. The other thing is, what are we doing for the next episode? Episode 9 is coming up. That is what Alex and I did in this Corvette. We shot this thing way back in June and have just been, I've been dragging my butt just on editing this thing. Anyways, that is almost fully edited, almost ready. You're gonna see a trailer for that very soon, and the episode will follow. That is gonna come out probably in the next few weeks. The other thing is, the problem is we haven't done a lot of episodes. We try to do them every other month, and we have not done that. We have not aired an episode, I think, since January or something. Really bad. The reason is that Alex and I both have very big projects right now. Alex has the amazing Mach 12 Mustang. He did an update about that car a little while ago. He's still trying to figure out engine mounts and whatnot with that thing. That thing is a mountain to climb. It's not going to be ready soon. That's the problem. The other problem is that I have a lot of work to do on the Corvette, including possibly an engine rebuild. And so with that hanging over, I haven't really been able to justify spending the money on some dumb hoopty to go make an episode with. So we're kind of stuck with these big long-term projects. I'm looking at an engine rebuild. He's, of course, doing a complete engine swap, building an entire car from the ground up, as it were. And so we have these big long-term projects. We don't have a lot really going on in the meantime. Alex is, of course, tinkering away on the Datsun all the time. He's kind of chipping away at it, but again, that's a long-term thing. So we don't have a lot really coming up, unfortunately. We do have some really big episodes, though. Like, when the Mustang is done, it's going to be a great episode. It's going to be huge. But it could be a while until then. So anyways, thanks for watching this episode of Reidus and Cletus, and thank you for being patient with us. I know we don't upload content as much as a regular channel. It's because we're really just shooting the stuff that we do as a hobby. Anyways, thanks for watching. We always appreciate the comments. It's always cool to hear people say that, you know, they watched an episode of ours and it motivates them to keep going on their project cars. So guys out there wrenching on your 280Z and whatnot, keep it up. You're doing awesome. Probably better than us. Anyways, thanks for watching this episode of Reidus and Cletus Spare Parts.